So I'm already a week and a half into owning and running my own business full time, pursuing a career as a photographer and videographer, and I'm loving it. And I'm already asking myself the very important question, what kind of gear am I gonna buy for my new business? That took no time at all. Before we dive in, Memphis has been experiencing some of the most intense snowfall. I don't know the last time I've seen it this crazy. It's been pretty much locked down for the past like 5 days, on top of the just overall, trying to be mindful about not being outside. No one's going anywhere. And it's been in the single digits for the past couple of days. So needless to say, we're very cold, but having a ton of fun. So of course I had to get the intro to this video outside. I think my dog's enjoying it. Maisie, you look so cold. Are you having fun? Go. Oh yeah, she's enjoying it. Okay, let's go inside because it's really cold out here. But I do want to talk to you guys about gear. What gear you should buy if you're starting a business, what gear I'm going to buy for my business, and maybe just things to consider when buying gear, because everyone loves stuff, right? I love stuff. This might be a bad idea. Oh. All right, let's talk gear.
Oh man, it is so cold out there. Hey, what's going on? My name's Andrew. You can call me Pooch. I'd like to welcome you into the Less Lonely channel. I'm really glad you're here. Today we're talking gear, and more specifically, what gear you should buy for your new business. Listen, my mind is already racing. I think I have a problem. I love researching, finding, and whittling down the best options for the shiniest, sleekest, newest, and reused gear possible, and then pulling that trigger, buying that gear. Dang, it feels so good. And starting a new business, it's super exciting because now I need gear. I need stuff to do this job well. So sit back, relax, and if you're in the middle of a snowstorm like me, get something nice and warm to drink, and let's have a conversation around buying gear for your new business. All right, the very first thing you need to think about when it comes to buying gear for your new business is whether or not you're going to be someone who buys gear or someone who rents gear. And the best way to come up with an answer to this is simply by having some perspective. What type of creative are you setting out to be? For me, honestly, I'm gonna be focusing on kind of the 1 to 2 man run and gun crew setup. So that means I don't really foresee myself needing really large things like big lights, fog machines, huge diffusion sheets. I just don't think I'll need that. What I do know is that I'll need a few good essentials. Some good lights that are versatile and are able to be moved around easily, some really good audio gear for interviews and just getting some more maybe Foley work done, and then ultimately some video focused camera package, something a little bit more cinematic that I can use as a run and gun option for indoors and outdoors. If I was building out a very large production company with a multi-man crew, I would only focus on renting because that gear gets expensive. So have some perspective and think through what kind of creative am I setting out to be. All right, perspective should be more or less easy enough for us to figure out. The next thing we gotta do is prioritize. Prioritizing your purchases, like honestly, this is so tough. You know why? Let me paint you a picture. Picture number 1, I've got this great, amazing, brand new camera. And picture number 2, I've got a couple of C-stands. Okay, which one sounds more exciting to purchase? Don't lie to me, don't say option number 2. That's not true. Here's the trick though. You've got to fight the urge to only buy the super flashy gear. Listen, I know it's painful. Nothing is more boring than light stands. C-stands? My God, that's awful. Nothing is more essential to helping get the job done well than these specific things. And honestly, I don't think that you should be showing up to a shoot with some kind of janky, modified light stand. I'm speaking from experience. Prioritize what's most important and then make those purchases. All right, so last thing on the list today comes from the beautiful mind of my wife. This is not an original idea, though I wish it was because it's brilliant. And that is to think quarterly. Okay, so in movies when the protagonist is really struggling with their day job and the CEO calls them up on the phone, they're like, I need those third quarter reports on my desk by midnight or you're fired. Boom. Yeah. I'm talking about those kind of quarters. I am looking at my upcoming year in quarters. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter to help me plan, prioritize, and strategize what needs to happen within the year when it comes to making money and spending money. I have a certain amount of money I'd like to be bringing in every year, as do you. And so I need to plan accordingly. And making purchases goes hand in hand with this idea. When considering buying gear for your new business, ask yourself this. What do I need today that will help me get the jobs that I want to ultimately make the money that I desire? So I'm in quarter one. I have a list of things that I'd like. A new camera is on that list, but I can get by for now without purchasing it. I've put that off to quarter two or quarter three. For you, it may be different. Maybe you need the new camera because you have all the good light. Maybe you're realizing, oh shoot, I don't have any sound dampening gear. I need that for when I go shoot interviews in people's houses and it's all echoey. Thinking quarterly helps you budget, plan, and set goals to help you get the gear you need in order to land the clients that you want. Okay, hopefully it was helpful and inspiring and just a good window into how I'm planning my new business to help you guys figure out how you want to buy gear for your new business. And heck, even if you're not running a business, even if you're just a hobbyist, this will help you too. Let's go crazy. Think quarterly, even if you're just snapping photos of your dog in the backyard in the snow. I love my dog. If I could share just one last thing, just please be honest with yourself during this process. Gear is really expensive, and it's really easy to find ourselves in a whole lot of debt like that. If you have some money put aside for the specific thing, try to stick to that. Look, I get it. All businesses have startup costs. I have startup costs. Hobbies have startup costs. But according to my wife, who is also my very own in-house personal accountant, it is always in my best interest to avoid credit and long-term interest on purchases that I'm making for myself. Man, that all sounds very financially serious. Good thing we're all figuring this out together. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me in on this creative journey. Ever since I made the announcement that I was going to be focusing on this full time, I've been met with huge encouragement, just support from people that I know, people that I don't know, just cheering me on, text messages, comments. Y'all, thank you so much. My Southern just came out. You brought it out of me. I told you guys I'd be bringing you in on the journey, so expect to see more videos like this, kind of behind the scenes as to how I'm running my business. Hopefully they're helpful for you, and hopefully they inspire you. And I really can't wait to see what you do on your own creative journey. Until next week, here's to being less lonely. Peace.